For years, one question followed Linux everywhere it went. It did not matter how fast it became, how secure it was, or how customizable it looked. The same criticism always appeared in comment sections, forums, and conversations between tech enthusiasts. People would say, "Linux is great," but that single word represented everything holding Linux back. Compatibility issues, confusing installation processes, missing software, hardware, driver, headaches, and a steep learning curve created a reputation that many believed Linux could never escape. But now it is 2026, and something remarkable has happened. Linux is no longer the operating system that only developers and system administrators could appreciate. It has evolved into a polished, modern desktop platform that is attracting students, professionals, gamers, creators, and even complete beginners. So the big question is this: has Linux finally lost its biggest weakness, or are we simply seeing another wave of hype? To answer that question, we need to understand what Linux looked like just a few years ago. Installing Linux often required searching for the correct ISO, creating a bootable USB, adjusting BIOS settings, dealing with secure boot complications, and hoping that Wi-Fi, graphics, and sound would work immediately after installation. Even when everything worked, users often needed the terminal to install applications, troubleshoot problems, or configure hardware. While experienced Linux users enjoyed this level of control, newcomers found it intimidating. The desktop experience also varied greatly, depending on which distribution someone chose. Ubuntu looked different from Fedora, which looked different from Linux, Mint, or KDE Neon. Instead of one clear Linux experience, there were dozens, making it difficult for beginners to know where to start. Fast forward to 2026, and the situation looks dramatically different. Modern Linux distributions have become significantly easier to install and use. Distributions like Ubuntu, Linux Mint, Fedora Workstation, Zorin OS, Pop_OS, and Kubuntu provide polished installers, automatic hardware detection, secure boot support, and intuitive desktop environments that rival commercial operating systems. Most users can complete an installation in less than 20 minutes without touching a terminal. Hardware compatibility has improved thanks to better kernel support, stronger collaboration between hardware manufacturers and the Linux community, and continuous improvements from companies like AMD, Intel, and even NVIDIA. Gaming, once considered Linux's greatest weakness, has experienced perhaps the biggest transformation. Steam, Proton, Vulkan, and Wine have matured into powerful technologies that allow thousands of Windows games to run with little or no configuration. Entire gaming libraries that once required Windows now launch directly on Linux with impressive performance. The popularity of handheld gaming devices running Linux has also encouraged developers to optimize their games for the platform. Anti-cheat compatibility, once a major obstacle, has improved significantly as more developers recognize the growing Linux gaming community. While a few multiplayer titles still present challenges, the number of games that simply work has reached a level that many users could not have imagined just a few years ago. Software availability has also changed dramatically. One of the biggest reasons people stayed on Windows or Mac OS was because their favorite applications were unavailable on Linux. Today, web-based applications have reduced platform dependence. Productivity suites, communication tools, cloud storage services, AI assistants, development platforms, and creative applications increasingly work inside modern browsers or offer native Linux versions. Flatpak, Snap, and AppMage have simplified software distribution, allowing developers to deliver applications across multiple Linux distributions without maintaining separate packages. Installing software often feels as simple as opening an app store and clicking install. Artificial intelligence has unexpectedly become another strength for Linux. As AI development exploded throughout the mid-2020s, Linux remained the preferred operating system for servers, machine learning research, cloud computing, and high-performance development. Many AI frameworks are designed with Linux in mind, making it the first choice for developers working with local AI models, GPU acceleration, and large language models. As AI tools become part of everyday computing, Linux users often receive support earlier than users on other desktop operating systems. The desktop experience itself has become more refined than ever before. Modern desktop environments like KDE Plasma and GNOME have reached a level of polish that surprises even longtime Windows and Mac OS users. Animations are smoother, scaling works better on high-resolution displays, Wayland has matured significantly, and touchpad gestures, fractional scaling, HDR support, and variable refresh rate monitors continue to improve. These may seem like small details individually, but together they create a desktop experience that feels modern instead of Another major improvement comes from hardware manufacturers. Buying a laptop that officially supports Linux is no longer unusual. More companies now ship Linux-ready devices, while others certify compatibility with popular distributions. Wi-Fi adapters, Bluetooth devices, webcams, printers, scanners, and graphics cards generally require far less manual configuration than they once did. Plugging in hardware and expecting it to work is becoming the norm instead of the exception. Security has always been one of Linux's strengths, but usability has finally started catching up. Automatic updates, graphical package managers, sandboxed applications, encrypted installations, and secure software repositories provide a level of protection without requiring advanced technical knowledge. Users no longer need to understand every command running behind the scenes to maintain a secure system. However, declaring that Linux has completely eliminated its biggest weakness would be an exaggeration. There are still situations where Windows or macOS remain the better choice. Professional software, such as Adobe, Creative Cloud, certain CAD applications, and specialized enterprise tools still lack full native Linux support. While alternatives exist, professionals whose workflows depend on these applications may still need another operating system. Some hardware manufacturers continue providing Windows-only configuration software, making advanced device customization difficult on Linux. The Linux ecosystem also remains fragmented. Although diversity is one of Linux's greatest strengths, it can confuse newcomers. Choosing between dozens of desktop environments, package formats, distributions, and release models still feels overwhelming for people simply looking for a reliable computer. Community documentation has improved considerably, but beginners occasionally encounter outdated tutorials or conflicting advice. Technical troubleshooting has become much less common, yet it has not disappeared entirely. Every operating system experiences bugs, but Linux users sometimes still need to search community forums, GitHub discussions, or distribution wikis for specific solutions. Fortunately, these situations are becoming less frequent as hardware support and desktop software continue maturing. Perhaps the biggest change is not technical at all, but psychological. The perception of Linux has shifted. Instead of asking whether Linux is ready for everyday users, people increasingly ask which Linux distribution best fits their needs. That represents an enormous transformation. Linux is no longer viewed as a hobbyist operating system, but as a legitimate alternative for daily computing. Students use it for learning. Programmers build careers on it, gamers enjoy thousands of titles, creators edit videos and images, businesses deploy it on workstations, and privacy-conscious users appreciate its transparency and freedom. So, has Linux finally lost its biggest weakness? The answer is yes and no. Linux has eliminated many of the obstacles that once discouraged ordinary users. Installation is easier, gaming is dramatically better, hardware support has improved, software distribution is simpler, desktop environments are polished, and AI development strongly favors the platform. Yet Linux still asks users to embrace a different philosophy from Windows or Mac OS, and certain professional software ecosystems remain tied to proprietary platforms. In 2026, Linux is no longer defined by its weaknesses but by its strengths. For millions of users, those strengths now outweigh the remaining compromises, making this the most accessible, capable, and exciting era in Linux desktop history.